Here's some Tiki making tips. Some of the equipment you need. I've got a small steel here. It's an MS 162. I've changed the bar on it. This is a 12-inch bar. They're like 25 bucks. This is the original bar, a lot longer, as you can see, but this is a carving type bar. It's got a little pointy tip on it. There's a little sprocket in here to engage the teeth. Anyways, this makes carving a little easier. You could use an electric. I've done it before. I've used this little 14-inch with a normal tip. I've also used the normal tip to carve. It can be done. It's just the smaller bar is a little easier. All right, to start a Tiki, what I usually do, log the length. I'll draw a line straight down and then draw the Tiki face how I'd want it, and then you cut out on the lines, or however you want to do this, but I'll like cut the lips out, cut the teeth. When I'm doing the teeth, I'll go pretty deep and go straight all the way down. It's just easier because you got to carve the teeth back into the block of wood, so it's easier to make the teeth if you do it in that way. Another thing, when you're carving, even with this type of tip, you want to come into the wood laying your teeth down flat. You don't want to come in like this because it'll jerk, it'll grab. You also want to keep your engine speed up, because if you're at low speed, it'll grab pretty easy, but at high speed it strips away the wood. So anyways, when you want to come in, like if I was going to do these lips here, I'd be coming in like this, and you lay it down. Try to brace the saw up against you. Of course, you gotta make sure you got personal protection, face shield, ear muffs. I have this welding apron. It's made out of leather. It's pretty thick, and just in case something kicks back, I don't want to take my leg off or anything like that. But I'll start doing this, but I'm going to do it as a time lapse, and I'll integrate that into the rest of this film. Just want to show that the artwork isn't great. You don't have to be a great artist. It's more Picasso than Rembrandt here. But just draw a goofy face. That's all you need. Doesn't take much. As a matter of fact, the goofier, it's almost better. So just giving you an idea of the lines that I put on this and that I'm going to be following when I start sawing. All right, what I've done here is followed just the lines and cut them out. And the reason is I'm going to come in with a grinder. I've got an angle grinder that I use, and it's got a wood bit on it. And then I'll trim all of this with the wood bit, dig the eyes in, dig the nose, take out all this. I'll carve this out, push the teeth back into the head, and so the tongue sticks out. And anyways, you'll see in a minute when I fire up the angle grinder. All right, nothing special here. This is a $10 Harbor Freight angle grinder, and I got this online. I think it was off of Amazon. It's just a little half moon style, half circle, quarter circle, whatever, grinding bit. It's for wood, and that's what I'm going to use to clean this thing up. I didn't film this. I'm sorry I left the camera off. I thought I had turned it on, but all I did was dig the teeth out with the chainsaw, and to create the deep mouth effect. But now I'll start working on digging out the rest of the carving, and it shouldn't take too long. All right, this is after I dug it out with that angle grinder and pushed the teeth back. I gotta do these teeth. They haven't been done in this side of the mouth. But I just wanted to show you the progress. And then when I'm done digging it out, I'm going to hit it with some fire and bring out some of the detail. All right, just gonna try and highlight areas like, anything that's, any of the edges. I'm just gonna hit them with this. It's kind of hard to do this and hold the camera at the same time, but I'm just trying to highlight the edges here. And if you burn something too much, if you get a little bit too much fire on something, all you got to do is hit it with a wire brush and kind of do it back. I'm going to get into the teeth and the nose here. Sorry, my camera work isn't really good. I like to darken the nostrils up, or what would be the nostrils. And also like to darken up in between the teeth, make the teeth stand out. And I'll go under the lips to kind of makes everything kind of push out, stand out. I don't know, when I do this, it just reminds me of rat fink. I don't know how old you people are, anybody who happens to be watching this. But rat fink, when I was a kid, there was a cartoonist who used to draw these pretty outrageous hot rods, and there was this giant rat who would be driving them all crazy-eyed, and well, it kind of looked like this, but this is it. I mean, the next thing that I'm going to do is take some used motor oil and put it on the wood, and what that does is it keeps the insects out and keeps water out too. So anyways, there you go. There's a tongue out Tiki. He's dead-eyed. He's got little crosses in his eyes. He's got one of them shit-eating grins on, teeth exposed, that sort of thing. But that's a Tiki, and just tried to do it as quickly as I could. Thanks for watching.